I've been glad to see the meteoric rise of George Will in the journalism profession. He has a good head on his shoulder, and he's a thoroughly honest young man, and he deserves all the success that he's had.
To George F. Will, very provocative writer, has a great gift with words and with speech.
George Will has a great phrase. He has an emancipated view of the facts.
George F. Will, one of the most learned and thoughtful, entertaining, rewarding observers of the Washington scene we've had in a long time. When he's not writing about baseball, he tends to write about politics.
It's the only game where you can have George Will sitting next to the postman, and they might be able to get along.
George Will wrote a column a while back that said that while I was mayor of New York, I ran the most conservative government in the United States in the last 50 or 60 years.
The columnist George Will quite accurately observed that it would take 200,000 buses extending along a 1,700-mile long line to deport 11 million people.
As conservative columnist George Will recently wrote in the Washington Post, and I quote, "We are not going to take the draconian police measures necessary to deport 11 million people. They would fill 200,000 buses in a caravan stretching bumper to bumper from San Diego to Alaska."
A book by George F. Will called Statecraft to Soulcraft, which I probably would have been about 16 or so, and it's not too much to say that it changed my life. I mean, it opened me up to a way of thinking about politics.
I figured out what my role was supposed to be, which was to attack George Will and get attacked by George Will, and that is not what I was put on this earth to do. So I quit.
My dear friend George Will told me once, he said, when I wake up in the morning, before I'm completely awake, I ask myself the question, is this a day in which I have to write a column? And if the answer is yes, I wake up happy.
I write all the time. It's a metabolic necessity for me. A lot of writers I find, I don't know what you find, a lot of writers hate to write. They like the research, they like thinking about it, they like the end product, the book or the column or something with their name on it, but the putting words down, they hate. I love it.